Making another house, sub? You know, I've been thinking. You make so many houses, but one thing I never see are all the other mobs in Minecraft creating their own bases. What if they could? What if you did it for them? I want you to create 10 spooky mob houses in Minecraft. I'm sure you're up to the challenge. Maybe put your world on peaceful until you finish building. We wouldn't want to ruin the surprise. Number 1. First, let's take on the meanest, greenest mob in all of the land, the Creeper. Creepers are notoriously hostile, but have you ever wondered why? Perhaps you should build an Xray scanner and check just what's inside. Creepers have to explode somehow. It would make an awful lot of sense if their insides were packed full of TNT and gunpowder. Nice! You've added some bones, but you've also riddled the spine and brain with TNT. Gray concrete powder looks great for piles of gunpowder. A few hidden campfires create a heated, smoky effect. Really makes you think this creeper's gonna blow. Number 2. Enderman must do something with all those blocks they steal. Don't you think, sub? We should probably track them down. There's one. Go follow him. Ooh, so this is what an Enderman's house looks like. Wow, sub, you've created a giant obsidian pillar, and inside is filled with all sorts of ender elements. End crystals lie in wait, ready to explode and cause some serious damage. Magenta beams shoot up into the floating portal blocks. Perhaps these end portals are how the Endermen travel. You can see the pile of different blocks they've stolen from the overworld. Sneaky, sneaky. Number 3. We know the Ender Dragon loves the end, and the Elder Guardian lives in the Sea Temple. But where does the Wither come from? Now, yes, he is created from stuff in the Nether, but where's its house? The Wither's base starts at the surface like a regular cave, but slowly descends and transforms into obsidian, eventually leading down into full obsidian and bedrock caverns. The Wither can be found in the open chamber, where he's been rotting away since you first spawned. Sub, you have a sign. It says your name. Yes, very good, sub. Oh, you want people to subscribe. Well, why didn't you say so? Number 4. What houses can we find in the Nether? How about Pigman? They need to live somewhere, especially with that hot Nether update coming soon. What would a zombie Pigman's house look like? Perhaps it's not a house, more like a temple. Nether brick and nether wart blocks are perfect for building a frame and roof. Birchwood also lightens up the design slightly. A giant cage also dangles above the settlement. This cage would be for storing and capturing guests when they come to attack. Number 5. The Woodland Mansion and Illager Outpost can be found across your world. There are places where Illagers gear up and prepare for raids. It's also home to the elusive Evoker. Surely, with all their forces, they need a bigger base of operations. Luckily, that's what Sub has planned next. Sub, that base is huge! This Illager house could almost act like an entire above-ground dungeon, providing various levels of difficulty in each room. Illagers will need an armory for when they prepare to fight. It makes sense that they'd have some dark, dingy dungeons when they've captured previous villagers. And last, but not least, a library with an enchanting table. These guys have to have something worth protecting after all. Hey, Sub! Aw, what's that there? Is that a cute little slime? Aw, come here, you cutie. Wait, Sub, where are you going? You can't leave this poor slime all alone in the rain and cold. We need a house made of slime. Your slime house has a bunch of uses. There's slime bounce pads to help you test your parkour, along with an automated back-and-forth flying machine. Oh, cool, Sub! You've even added your own looping minecart. This whole place looks like a whirl of fun, and I'm sure your pet slime will love it. Number 7. Buzz. That's right, Sub. I wouldn't have asked you to mess with the slime if I didn't also have something with honey planned. Bees just got added to the game. So with all the new hives, they're bound to need a bigger place to store some honey. Luckily, you've gone to the effort of gathering up plenty of honeycomb and storing the bees' favorite resource inside. Check out all of those different rooms. I'm sure bees will love every nook and cranny of this place. Number 8. Pandas are adorable. But all of those jungle canopies and vines aren't enough to keep them happy. Way too cluttered. They need a nice place to call home. Luckily, there are plenty of ways to create natural scenery and decorations. Nice Oriental house style, Sub. Find a nice river and decorate around it with redstone and dark prismarine buildings. The red and blue contrast beautifully, and the diorite waterfalls and sugarcane create a simple but naturalistic setting. Number 9. Oh no! Sub, you've become a creepy old cat lady. While you've been building all sorts of houses for hostile mobs, you haven't given nearly enough attention to those guys at home. But if cats love anything, it's wool. And you've got all sorts of colors to create your very own cat house. Cats love to explore, so creating lots of compartments is essential. You can create different rooms for each color of wool. And even include small bird cages, where you can store some parrots to entertain your kitties. You have to love your pets for them to like you. Speaking of likes, you should definitely like the video. Well, what are you waiting for? Number 10. Phantoms appear from the sky when you don't sleep. They're like physical nightmares that swoop down and scare you. Ah, get away! We should make a house that can keep them all bottled up. And the only place for this build is, of course, the sky. Watch as the shadows of the giant phantom's wings dwarf all the other mobs. Entering the mouth, you can see the dark and twisted interior of the beast, purple colors, and corrupted corners. There's even a cage for any of the unsuspecting villagers the phantoms end up carrying away. Now that's scary. Now everyone has a house to stay in. I think the mobs of this game owe you some thanks, Sub. Because thanks to you, they each have a brand new stylistic house that fit their theme and abilities. Did you enjoy today's build? Which mob's house was your favorite? And which mob did we miss that you want to try yourself? Let us know in the comments below. In the meantime, I think Sub here wants to go and build a house, all for himself.